Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Joshua with another custom action figure review. And today I would like to show off to you guys my current project that I'm working on. This is my Power Rangers Lightning Collection custom helmets. And as you see before you, all these are resin casted helmets that I painted, resin casted, and molded myself. And so far, they're all coming out pretty nice. Now, all these towards the end are just unfinished, and I pulled those out of the mold not too long ago. All these that you see here are all just prototypes. Every single one of them have something wrong with them. Whether it's a flaw in the resin casting when it was drying, or maybe some bubbles or whatnot. But these were the current that I just got done working on. These are the Red Ranger helmets. I didn't really spend too much time on the hand paint when it came to the black and the silver. And they all came out pretty well. What I did here with the Red Rangers, these four right here, the helmets, I actually customized my own paint job for these. So what I did was I used a bright red paint and I mixed them up with a gold, red, silver, and a little bit of blue metallic, just to make them pop a little bit. But in person, they actually look terrific. And when you hold them up to the sun, you can just see all this amazing, you know, detail inside the paint. You can kind of see the nice little gold shimmer in there. I added a lot of gold in there, but just that the color there is really nice. The reason why I did this is because I just wanted to see what it would look like with a nice, shimmer to it. I haven't had a chance to put these on my actual figures yet because I've been, working pretty hard at work. Not as bad as last year, thank God. These two right here, these two battle scarred ones, these two were they were faulty resins when they came out. They dried out. When they dried out, they came out weird. But as you can see on the bottom here, I didn't paint the inside because just why should I? Wasn't really worth it. But this was a faulty right here because you can see where an air bubble on the bottom of the chin is. And it's easily fixable. Just putting some epoxy putty in there, dry it, and paint it red. No big deal. I think I used like a Mr. Gundam hobby paint on this, so this was hand painted with a brush, not airbrush like the other four helmets. So what I did with this one was I just took a little hobby knife and took out some chunks, and right there in the visor I gave him a cracked visor, not too bad. And I half-ass paint the black on there too, so it's not perfect. And then I just brushed some dry silver on there, and bam, it's ready to go. From a distance away, it doesn't look too bad. Actually, looks kind of cool. It looks like the Red Ranger just got fucked up. He's asking for seconds. Hell yeah. And this one here, I didn't get a chance to paint the black for the eyes, which again, these are half-ass painted, so bear with me. And like the other one, he had a air bubble stuck right in there. With this mold in particular, I actually I forgot how I did it. I think I'm not sure where I had the holes on this guy. Originally, what I was trying to do was I was trying to keep the fill-in holes from being up here in the up here around the helmet to prevent the actual helmet from having any defects. But with this mold here in particular, that one was faulty, so I threw that one out and I made a new mold with these guys. On the inside here, you can see there's no little air bubble or anything that was stuck on the chin. And here it looks pretty clean except for that little piece of putty in there that I, shoved in there to prevent these from spinning around when I was painting. And again, here up and close, you can see there's a little bit of a defect right there in the chin. And the fill holes were right here. I actually put those right in the back of the helmet, which they weren't really too bad. What I could have done though is I could have sanded those, but again, these are prototypes. I didn't really give it a shot. I just wanted to paint. I just wanted to primer them, paint them, and see how well they turned out, and they turned out pretty nice. I really like the way that the Red Ranger helmets came out, and I will be selling all of these too. I'm gonna be selling them really cheap because they're all faulty. I'll just toss them on eBay for like starting bid for $10 and see what happens. I don't expect to really get much of anything. I did spend a good 3 hours on painting all of these, and the reason why it took such a long time is because I did these in the wintertime. And I did these back in like March. So here in Idaho, it was still like 30, 40 degrees. So yeah, that was fun. Then on to these Blue Rangers. These Blue Ranger helmets came out pretty nice too. And again, I air sprayed these. I did a custom blue paint job. I added some gold flakes into the paint. Not as much as I did with the red, but you can kind of see them a little bit. Just a little nice little shimmer. So I air sprayed. I air painted the blue on there, and I hand painted the silver and the black and the gold. And the same thing with the Blue Rangers. I just I put the resin portholes right in the back, which this one isn't so bad. Again, I could have sanded it down, but I just didn't really give a shit. These are prototypes, and again here, I need to figure out a way to get all the putty out. Other than that, those came out nice. This one right here, the metallic Blue Ranger prototype that I did. This one, I didn't use any putty or anything in the back, so that's nice. Fell it right on my hand. That's awesome. There it is. So again, back in there, I didn't use any putty or anything like that. I do need to touch up on the inside of that hole, that little piece right in there. I had a shit ton of air bubbles too, like a lot. I used the Umu resin, and that one, that one's pretty prone to air bubbles, which it's easy to get out. You need like an air pressure device to get all the air out, but I don't have that money for it right now. Working on one income, so all this is hand painted. From up and close, it looks pretty shitty. I added too much silver on the face, so you can't really see the lips. Looks like shit, but from a distance away, it looks decent. And the way that I achieved this nice metallic blue is that what I did was I painted the actual helmet silver, and after silver, what I did was I went back. I have this translucent blue by Mr. Hobby that I just painted over it, and I gave two light coats and let it dry. Came back, added the black and the silver. I let it set for a week, came back to it and gave it a light clear coat, and bam, I think it looks nice. It looks great. I really wish that I would have done a lighter job on the silver paint, but again, this is just a prototype. The next time I do this, I'm definitely gonna do a whole lot lighter on the paint. I was just kind of in a rush mode. So yeah, that's what happens when you're in a rush mode. You fuck shit up. Then over here, I have my Gold Ranger prototypes that I've been working on. With this one right here, I was kind of fucking around with it, so I shot it with some air paint because I thought it would have been funny. And after I threw some paint on there, you can really see the details in the resin, and it came out pretty nice. With these two right here, the reason why it's kind of translucent is because I fucked up on the ratio, which again, it was pretty cold outside, and I just literally threw resin together without giving two fucks about it. And right over here, I have my Zeo Red. I haven't had a chance to paint those yet, so they've been in my little storage. And the same thing with these guys. Wrong ratio for the resin, but they came out good. So I got some more Red Rangers. Another Zeo. That's the Blue Ranger. And every now and then when you're doing resin casting too, you'll have like fucked up shit that happens like this. You know, you'll like run out of that resin and you think it's full. You come back 20 minutes later and pulls this shit on you, you know, because it wasn't full. Yeah, I was a little pissed off about that too because just check it out. It was coming out so good, you know, like so perfect almost. And it pulled that shit on you. But the cool thing is though, no, I dropped it. Son of a bitch. Horror. Anyways, I got two ways to fix this. One, I can toss it back into the mold and refill it. Or two, what I plan on doing is this is actually the route that I'm going to do. I have epoxy putty that I'm going to use on this. It's Magic Sculpt. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fill it up a little bit more. And I'm going to make it look like the Red Ranger was on his knees. And he got executed, you know? So like somebody had a gun behind his head and just fucking blew his fucking brains out from behind. So that's going to be nice. I'm going to use my epoxy and make it look like the back of his helmet was just completely obliterated, destroyed. And I think it's going to come out pretty nice. It's definitely going to take me a good minute to do, but if it comes out successful, I'm probably going to resin cast that and see what I can get off of it. But the helmets like these two right here, these two little guys, I'll probably use those in a, like, you know, Lord Draken display, which I think they would look pretty cool. But other than that, you know, this is my current project. You know, it's really easy and simple to do. It's just, you know, it's time consuming, you know. You know, you pour the resin to the mold and you gotta sit there and, you know, kind of smush the mold around a little bit and pray to God that you get all those bubbles out. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm gonna be buying here within the next 5 months is one of those pressure pots. You know, so I don't have to sit there and worry about, you know, having bubbles in my molds anymore or the casts. But unfortunately, I'm living on one income right now because my wife doesn't have a job. You know, if she had a job, I'd be able to buy that right now if I wanted to, but, you know, it's okay. Not her fault, it's the economy. But she is working on her own business and she's starting to make some really good money too, so that's good. But yeah, this is my current project. Power Ranger Lightning helmets. Pretty awesome. Call this a successful afternoon. If you guys like my videos, please like and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.